One of the most frequently reported findings when running a domain security assessment from Blumira is lack of XSS protection. But what is XSS, and how do you protect your domain against it? Cross-site scripting, or XSS, refers to a type of web security vulnerability where attackers inject malicious code into otherwise legitimate websites. It remains one of the most common attacks seen in the wild, ranking number 3 on OWASP's top 10 list. When you visit a website, you expect it to show you what the developer intended. But with XSS, an attacker can inject their own malicious code that runs in your browser just as if it were part of the original site. And because your browser interprets it as the original site, your own cookies or session token can be exploited for further access. Let's look at an easy-to-visualize example. Imagine a blog post that allows users to leave comments. An attacker might try entering something like this. If the site doesn't properly sanitize or classify this input and the submitted comment is published, every visitor to that page would see a pop-up alert reading XSS test. While this example is harmless, it can test whether a page is vulnerable to exploit, and the same technique could be used for more malicious purposes. For example, instead of showing an alert, the attacker could insert a script to silently send themselves your cookie, which could let them mimic your logged-in status and access your account as if they were you. Oh, that's messy. Let's clean it up and make it easier to read. Much better. So, how do you mitigate the risk of cross-site scripting on your own domain? First, implement a content security policy header. This tells browsers exactly which sources of content are allowed to run. Second, ensure all traffic is encrypted with HTTPS and enforce it with strict transport security. Finally, protect your cookies by setting appropriate security flags, like blocking JavaScript access to cookie files. Remember, cross-site scripting attacks succeed when security measures to sanitize input and define what content and sources are allowed to execute scripts are not used. By implementing these protections, you can significantly reduce your exposure to XSS vulnerabilities. Tune in next time for more quick tips, or try your own domain security assessment today by going to blumira.com/DSA. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay safe out there.